What's up, guys? Just gonna read for Kasan. Oh, there he is. Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV. It's another episode again. Told you guys I was gonna have another dope producer, Kasan the Julah. So yo, let's go in, guys. Yo, Kasan, what's
Yo, what up?
up?
What up? I'm in here, bro.
Peace, man. You good?
Peace, family. Peace. Yeah, man. I'm amazing, bro. Appreciate you having me, man.
Thanks, man. It's an honor to have you here. Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV South Africa.
Yes, sir. Cheers, man. Cheers.
Because I know you guys have been so busy with the elections and everything.
Oh, the elections. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. It's a circus, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I can say, man.
Yeah. For sure. But how's it been so far?
It's been good, man. Pardon the lateness, man, because I found out I had to, like, my camera wasn't working, so it said I got to use Chrome. So it took a little second to download the Chrome and come back. So just let all your other guests know that Safari don't work, Foxfire don't work. You got to get the Chrome, man.
Yeah. For sure. I'll take note of that next time. My bad on that on my side.
Nah, no, good, man. I just wanted to
But
be on time, man.
Definitely, man. I appreciate it, man. I totally get it. I totally understand. But anyway, man, just tell us about yourself, man. Growing up in the Bronx.
Yeah, man. Well, originally from the Bronx, man. Originally from the BX, born in the Bronx, man. My parents Jamaican, you know what I mean? So I grew up around a lot of reggae. My pops is a reggae artist. So I grew up around a lot of reggae artists, you know, in my home. So a lot of musical influence. So started out going to school there, and then I actually moved to Long Island. So we moved to Long Island.
Yeah.
A lot of my formative years was in Long Island, but I was back and forth from the Bronx to Long Island. So I kind of had the best of both worlds. So, you know what I mean? I wound up going to school, the same school in the same circle as Busta Rhymes. So like Busta Rhymes, the UN, Rock Marciano, like all of these people was around my circle. Like, you know what I mean? I rhyme with these dudes. Charlie Brown, shout out to Charlie Brown, Dinkle D. Like I took notes from them. So Bus was actually the first one from around our way that got a music deal like that, official big music deal like that. So we watched him and seen and took notes. So we knew about, you know, BMI. So he had BMI. So I was like, okay, let me join this BMI thing. So we learned about publishing and all of that. So shout out to Chill City, Uniondale. Shout out Nassau County, Northside. That's where I'm from, man. You know what I mean? Shout out B Road in the Bronx. So I'm like a Trinity. So I'm like BX. I got to shout out BX. Long Island. Got to shout out Long Island. And then I'm Jamaican. So I got to shout out Jamaica. It doesn't know. So well, if shout out with foundation, they get the mess right out. So just like that. You see me?
Respect, man. For sure. And plus, I mean, with Bus, right? Am I correct if I said he's from was it Jamaica, Queens?
No, Bus is actually like me. So he from Brooklyn, but then he moved to Long Island. So a lot of people in Long Island is transplants. Like most people from Long Island came from somewhere else in the bigger city. You know, our parents was trying to get us out of that crazy environment and get us in a better environment. Yeah. But as you get older, you know what I mean, when you're growing up, it don't sound as cool. People feel like it don't sound as cool to say Long Island. So they just be like, you know, Bronx, Brooklyn. Because when Bus first came out, no disrespect to Bus, because that's my family, that's my people's. But when he first came out, he used to say Chill City, Long Island. He used to be Uniondale. But as time went on, you just hear him say Brooklyn now. You know what I mean? So like me, I just can't say the Bronx because they're gonna be like, yo, he went to school right here in Long Island, and I just can't say Long Island because they're gonna say, yo, he lived right here in the Bronx. He used to live in his house. So I gotta shout everybody out, man. Word.
True that. So what made you to go into producing?
So from a young age, man. When I was that's a great question. When I was in middle school, I was one of those dudes that used
Yeah.
to like beatbox. I used to beat on the lunchroom table. I always had production in my mind and in my system. So I always was with the beats, you know what I mean? So I knew that one day I wanted to make beats. So I started out with a little not a SP. I had a emu. What was that shit called? The ASR. I had the ASR X. So that was like the precursor to the MPC. So I started out making beats with that, and I officially got official with beat making about, I want to say, like, it hasn't even been that long, been about maybe 3 years now. Um, one of my dudes, Laquan, Bill Biggs. Shout out to Bill Biggs. It just everything lined up, like all the stars lined up. So Bill Biggs made beats for Busta Rhymes as well on the album. So he got a plaque for it and all of that. And he's another one
Yeah.
that worked with a lot of big artists. And he just happened to be doing a beat making class one day. And he posted it, said he's doing a beat making class to show people how to use the MP. I said, oh shit, all I need is an MP. You know what I'm saying? So I shouted him out, and just so happened that one of his students that was in the class was selling an MP. So I started with the MPC Studio, and then I elevated to the MPC Studio Black, which I actually bought from DJ Yachts. He's one of the DJs for Planet Asia. So that's how DJ Yachts winds it up on this album with me. So he's cutting on 2 of the songs. He's on my radio and he's on my intro. So that's how we formed that relationship. And then, like I said, it's always been natural in me to make beats. So I didn't even finish the class before I was like, yo, I'm good. I just needed to know the basics. And I thanked them, and I was like, yo, I'm out. Because I'm not into the beat battling and all of that. I'm not into that. I'm just into making good music for the people, man, for the masses. And so one of my first original projects was to do an album with people from all over the world. So one of my first overseas artists, shout out to South Africa, was my dude. I don't know if you heard of Silver G.
No, I never heard of him.
Yeah, Silver
Check
G.
him out.
Yeah, check him out. He's super dope, man. He got a little crew out there, and a sister out there that I worked with as well. A lot of artists, and then my engineer. Got to shout out Vince Black. Shout out to Vince Black, DJ Vince Black. He's from South Africa. He's my engineer. He engineers all of my work. Phenomenal, incredible, and he's any project that I do, I'm shouting out Vince Black, man, for sure. So, so that's how I started out. To answer your question, that's how I started out making beats. I started rhyming first, but I don't like being in the front line like that. I'm more in the cut, and I get a joy out of seeing people inspired by the beats that I make. That make me feel great. You know what I mean? So that's how I got with the boot camp. I got a song with Rusty Jukes. I got a song with General Steel. And I got a song with Rock Ness Monster from Helter Skelter. Yeah, man.
Okay, just let them know the songs for the ones that you did with General Steel and the one with Rock. Can check it out as well.
All right, so the one with General Steel, shout out my cousin Mark, you know what I mean, from out of Canada. So it was a collaborative effort, you know what I'm saying? So my cousin Mark, he just got a star in the Walk of Fame out there in Toronto, Canada. He's definitely left his footprint out there. He has a clothing line. He also designed the uniform for the basketball team out there, the Toronto Raptors. So he definitely did his thing. So he linked up with Steel first. And funny story right quick. I said, yo, I want to do a song with Steel. So I just sent him some beats that I was working on that day. I was like, yeah, your cousin out here, I'm doing things. Yo, check out what I've been up to. He goes and sends those to Steel. I was like, no, not those. You know what I'm saying? I was like, don't send him those beats. You know what I'm saying? So I was just wanting you to see what I was working on. But it worked out because one of the beats, he said he loved it, and he got a song on there. Damn, it escapes me right now the actual name of it, because it was more of a promo for my cousin's clothing line that turned into a short little video. But you know what I mean, you could pin it up. I'll send you all of the titles afterwards, you know what I mean, and you could pin it up, let them check it all out, you know what I mean.
For sure. And also him too with his clothing line.
Yeah, with his clothing line as well. Yes.
Also, you also send it too as well.
Yes, I absolutely definitely send all of that, so y'all can check him out, man. He got a dope clothing line, beloved campaign that he got going on right now. Definitely phenomenal. He's been in the game for a long time, so definitely check out Mark Startout is his name, and that's my blood cousin. You know what I mean? And then the song for Rockness Monster, we have a video out for that as well. I'll send you the links for that as well at the end.
Right. So are you now with what was the record label for Jugs and
Dug Down?
Duck Down, yeah. Are you now part of that as well? Are you now part of their crew or?
Nah. I'm just a free agent, man. I'm just a lone samurai, man. You know what I'm saying? So I work with everybody, but it just seems that, you know what I mean, in the universe, you link up with certain individuals and the chemistry just be like that. So we did one song, me and Jux did a song called Hella Bars. Hella Bars is on the album. That's our first song we ever did. So it's not even a first song. It's really just 16 bars. And we just worked together well. I sampled the Ethiopian funk track, and it just turned out dope. So I came to him again. I said, let's do another one. We did another joint, and then everybody was like, damn, y'all like the dream team, man. We want to see an album from y'all. Yeah, we want to see more from y'all. So we just kept doing more. We got 4 videos. We got 4 videos, and we just decided to do a joint. And the EP got 6 songs, and I was like, damn, it don't sound complete yet, man. Let's do one more. And I'm so glad we did that, because that's how we got My Radio. And My Radio video for it is phenomenal. It's a hip hop anthem. Anybody that love boom bap is going crazy for it worldwide. I got positive feedback in Africa, in UK, of course, US, Canada, everybody loving that shit. Switzerland, you know what I mean? So it's definitely a hit, man. A hip hop anthem for everybody.
Definitely. I mean, I was listening to it yesterday and today in the morning. My radio, I was watching it just took me back. Honestly,
yes, sir.
It took me. Yeah,
appreciate it,
beautiful. Man. The project is beautiful. But first, I wanna start with your first 2 projects. I think the first one was the intro, and also was it the 2012, if I remember well. Tell me about those projects first.
Oh yeah. Okay, the first 2, the intro, and the other one was called it's just called Kasan the Julah. Is a self-titled joint. So the first one was actually called Kasan the Julah. So I actually recorded that one in Georgia when I lived in Georgia. I lived in Augusta. Shout out Augusta, Georgia. I lived out there. I had my own little studio out there. Worked with a couple of dudes. I worked with a brother by the name of John Holden, R.I.P. He passed away a couple years ago, but my first producer of some dope shit. And it was, I was young, man. I was in my young fiery stage, and it was just bars. I was just killing it with the bars, man. So I did that. Then my second project was the intro. I was actually over in Europe for like 2 years. I was in Switzerland and UK. So it got recorded primarily in Switzerland. Shout out to Sandra, good sister out there, put me on out there. Shout out to my brother Solomon Kane, who's my producer in the UK. He shot my first real video out there, and I was his first project. He got a master's degree in art, so he kind of like fused his art with his hip hop and just made it a phenomenal project, man. He's super dope. So I did that project over there, and that's how I got to link up with a lot of Swiss artists and UK artists. Shout out Funky Notes. I'm on his album as well. They're from Basel. And yeah, man, I was in Essex, UK, so that had an influence all around. It had a worldwide influence on the creativity of creating that project. So those two projects right there, it was cool. But what failed me on the intro, I think, was the mix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to put my brother under the bus that mixed it for me. I won't say his name, but he said he could mix, and I guess he wasn't as skilled as he thought he was. And you know how music is. You got to be able to hear it and feel it. And if it's distorted and you can't connect with it, it ain't gonna really rock like that. So I think that's what it was. Bar wise and beat wise, it was super dope. I worked with my dude from out of Germany, that did a lot of my production for me over there. He was super dope. And I'm gonna hit you with his link as well at the end. And then after that, I started transitioning to production, and that's kind of the lane I'm most comfortable in, man. So you just gonna see. I might here and there throw a little bar out here somewhere, but I'm a producer, bro. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. But I love the fact also. I mean, you're very versatile, and I mean, because you're also a filmmaker.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, man. So I started out making videos here and there. I graduated from Full Sail Academy for film. So my lane is really actually documentaries. So documentaries is
Oh,
actually my lane. So I got I got a documentary on my dad. I told you that he's a reggae artist. So I did a
yeah,
three-part documentary on him, Original Prince Jr. And then I have my cousin who just came home recently. He did a 30-year
yeah,
Fed time, and so he was like one of the kingpins from back in the day. So it's not really
yeah,
about glorifying his kingpin days, but it's highlighting that, yes, because he knew a lot of big people, but it's also about his road to redemption and giving back to the people.
true.
And we all learn because we're not the same people that we was 30 years ago. You know what I mean? We all grow and we learn, and we grow and develop as people. But he was part
Yeah,
of a group called the Obsession Crew from out of Harlem, and
yeah,
actually 50 Cents is actually going to do a little segment about him, about him and his crew
yeah,
next. So look out for
yeah,
Green Light Gang, Obsession Crew, 50's on it. Matter of fact, when my cousin came home, 50 posted up, welcome home, we love you. So he's very well
yeah,
known and very loved in the community. You know what I mean? So I did that, and I'm actually working on one right now. Currently, I just spent almost 2 months in Ghana. I just came back like 2 weeks ago,
oh,
um, and I got some footage over there as well. So my new documentary is called "Seeking to Find Who or What Is God." It's like a religious,
yeah,
theological, philosophical journey into the
yeah,
minds of the masses. It's no right or wrong answer. I ain't Bible beating. It's just I'm interviewing Christians, atheists, scientists, traditional religions, 5%ers, everybody just getting it
yeah,
because somebody might say something to spark something that you never even thought about. Like, damn, I never thought about it like that. So it ain't saying one is
yeah,
better than the other. It's just presenting different schools of thought and hoping that somebody gets sparked to do something positive and um and find their way.
yeah, yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, but I've always wanted to know, like, I've realized like there's so many hip hop artists that side that are into the 5% nation and
Yes,
the nation of Islam.
yes.
What could be the reason of that? Is it because maybe those institutions were always surrounded by you guys? Did they
That's
always?
mm, that's interesting. So basically, the framework of hip hop at
Yeah,
the inception of it, the gods and earths
yeah,
was there. So a lot of the lingo that we say even today stems from
yeah,
directly from that. Like even when we say word up, like
yeah,
word comes from the 5%ers. When we say word is bond, you know what I mean? So you state your word is bond, you know what I mean? Word is bond, bond is
yeah,
life, and I first give my life before my word shall fail. So basically, the philosophy of 5%ers, it was like basically you look for the power within yourself, the God within yourself. So
true.
us, we were known as the gods, a queen was known as a earth. So it was like you was responsible for your own ways and actions. You know what I'm saying? So it helped clean us up. And the thing about it also, what gained it's definitely a force, because a lot of gang activity was going on at the time, and a lot of those former gang members became 5%ers, so they were still influential in a community. So just picture a group of powerful, you know, masculine, dominant individuals, but they was talking righteousness. So how it started out for me was, shout out to the God Divine. He passed away as well. That was the spark for me. He was actually in the group, the UN, as well. He was the spearhead before Rock Marcy and all of them. Before Rock Marcy was Divine, Mike Raw, Pete Rock discovered them. So on the Pete Instrumental album, the only rappers on the Pete Instrumental album was the UN, which consisted of Divine, Mike Raw, the one that taught me everything, Rock Marciano, Dino Brave, who's also a good brother of mine, and the God Laku. So they're also from Uniondale as well. So again, all of these rappers and these powerful individuals and creative energies I grew up around in school, in class, and we'd rhyme, we'd build, you know what I mean? And and they were very influential. So how it started for me was, in middle school, there was a art class that I was in, and the teacher would always be late. So before she came in, the guards would come in and they flip the tables and flip the chairs and erase whatever was on the board and write, today's mathematics is. And I don't know how much you know about 5%, but every number corresponds and every letter corresponds with something. So if it was the 14th, it would be knowledge, culture, all being born to power, refinement, or power. Depends on who you ask. You know what I'm saying? And he'd write today's mathematics on the board. And I was like, damn, they powerful, they dominant, and they mad intelligent. They talking about the distance of the stars from the sun. You know what I mean? The earth travels at 1,037 miles per hour on its way around the sun. What makes rain, hail, snow? Because when you debate with a Christian, the first thing they'd be like, if you God, then why don't you make it rain? And they'd be like, yo, who said? And he said, who said your God makes it rain? And we have a degree. What makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? The earth is covered in the water approximately 3/4 of the surface. The sun and moon have an attractive powers on the planet, while the planet is making its terrific speed of 1,037 miles per hour on the race around the sun. And you know what I'm saying? And it's a whole thing that explains what makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. You know what I mean? The sun draws this water into a fine mist that the naked eye can hardly detect. And for an 8th grader, I was like, yo, you teaching me more than the science teacher. So I wanted to be a part of that. So, you know, so for me, in my background, you had 5%ers and you had rosters, and that was very, you know, Jamaicans and 5%ers. It was a real influential force for hip hop, but for music, as you know, Kool Herc was Jamaican, and that sound system and toasting and rocket. This, I mean, it's debatable, as you can see on the internet. People debate it, but they say that the first person to rock them big chains was the Jamaicans that came over here. We came over here with the big rope chains that instead of lynching, we turned it into gold. And then the first medallions was slave ships and anchors, and was like, yo, you brought us over here and say, no, we turned it into gold and we the gods now. You know what I mean? So, and then we got on the mic and we rhymed to the instrumentals on the beats. And then, you know what I mean? But I'm sure somebody gonna be watching this and be like, oh, you don't know what the fuck he talking about. But I'm saying, I'm saying what I saw when I came around. You know what I mean? I grew up in the Bronx. I grew up, you know what I'm saying? I'm born 74. Hip hop was born in 73. I'm telling you what I saw when I was here and when it all started. Like my man from the movie Beach Street, Lee, he used to be breakdancing on the corner where we lived. So we saw all of this growing up. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you what I saw, but it shouldn't even be a battle. We all created it together. You know what I mean? Hip hop is a unifying force that unifies all of us. Look at me and talking to you in South Africa on the strength of the love of hip hop. That's why I love hip hop. It's one love, man. You know what I mean? And it's one heartbeat, one umbrella, and it shouldn't even be no debate. We here now. You know what I mean?
It's a very powerful universal culture.
That's the actual fact, brother. Yo, before we get any further, I was shouting out my peoples in South Africa. I would be remiss if I didn't big up the sister Black Psalmist. Don't know if you heard of Black Psalmist, but Black Psalmist,
Woo!
dope as hell.
Yo, Black Sabbath.
Yes,
What?
you know her.
What a small world. What
Yeah.
a small world.
So yeah, I worked
Yeah,
with her
yeah.
as well. Yeah, she's
Wow.
super dope. I worked with her. I produced like 3 of her songs. We was actually supposed to do an album together, but
Yeah.
it never never matriculated, never materialized. But we still cool. You know what I mean? Sometimes she be putting it down. She be like, I ain't doing hip hop no more. And sometimes she comes back and be like, I'm back. But whenever she back, whenever she ready, if you listen to this Black Psalmist, I love you. I love your music. I love your work. I'm always down to work with you. She's incredibly talented. And I know you know she was on she did a song with CeeLo Green, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. Yeah.
which is incredible. And
Yeah.
Raz Cash, she's on Raz Cash album, you know what I mean? So
Where's Kevin?
she yeah, she's dope, yo. So I had to make sure I mention her because if she gonna be why he didn't say my name? No, bad love, yo, bad love. And shout out. Oh wait,
And
hold
I
on,
heard
no,
Where's Kevin that's true.
yeah, I got one more.
I heard, I heard,
I
yeah.
gotta big up. I gotta big up Voodoo Island. I gotta big up Empo because Empo is the one that introduced me to all of them. I wouldn't have had none of this
Whoa.
if it wasn't for Empo. So thank you, Empo, for plugging me in to all of these artists over there, and you know what I mean, making it
Yeah.
possible for me to have a bridge and a lifeline to South Africa because, but that's how I know my engineer and everybody. And anytime I go to South Africa, I know I got a place I could rest. I got a home there. So thank you, thanks South Africa
For
for
sure.
accepting me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, because I had Rest Case not last year. I think it was year before last. On I was interviewing him as well. You know.
Oh,
So
word?
yeah.
Okay. Dope.
Yeah. Yeah. Had him. Who else? It was Punchline and Reina Simone and who was one of the guys from UGK? Forgot him. Not
Mm.
Bun B, not Pimp C. The
Yeah, I
third
was gonna
guy.
say Pimp C. Yeah.
No,
I don't remember the name.
not Pimp C. Not Pimp C. Not Bun B. But there's
Not
another
Bun B.
guy. The third guy.
Oh, okay.
No,
I don't remember
no.
the third one, but
Yeah, the
but you
third guy.
interviewed
Yeah, yeah. I interviewed one of the guys from UGK. So
dope.
he's friends with one of the homies, with one of my homies from Cape Town. So yeah.
Okay, dope.
So yeah, like I've had conversations with the homies, and I said, you know what, I think we need to create like that kind of thing. We have artists from the diaspora, and then they come this side, and then and we
Absolutely.
make an event with that. Yeah, because I
Yeah, I'm
feel
with that,
like
man.
yeah, because I feel like that that there should be that thing, not just on artistically, but even business wise, politically, and
Right.
all other spheres. I think. But I feel like us doing it from an arts department, it could open doors for other departments, like business wise, and and all those things.
No, most definitely. And the world needs to
Yeah,
know that hip hop is popping out there in Africa, yo. Like when I went to
true.
Ghana just now, I had no idea.
Yeah,
I went to a Afro Break Fest where it was, and I
yeah,
filmed it. I documented it. I got it. I posted it. Like I said, I'm a filmmaker, so you know I'm gonna film that shit. So I filmed
yeah,
it and I got it on my page on YouTube. And it was a
yeah,
dance battle from people from all over the world, and it was MCs there battling. So some DJs I linked up with. I got
yeah,
one of my homies out there, DJ Slim. You know what I mean? He's one of the
for sure.
biggest DJs out there. So I got to connect with him. So yeah, man, I
Yeah,
definitely want to see some. So that's one of my next trips when I come out there. I would like to visit
yeah,
South Africa. I want to visit. I'm gonna go Zimbabwe, and
yeah,
then Gambia, I heard, got a lot of hip hop as well.
True, true
Yeah.
that, true that. Uh, yeah, because I mean, I think Kendrick was in Ghana last year, or was he in Nigeria? I can't remember. And then us, we had, I think, on Back to the City Festival, we had Benny the Butcher, right? I think
Oh,
it was now in October, not so long ago, recently
dope,
now in
dope.
October. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
Benny the Butcher. So yeah,
Speaking of Benny the Butcher and the
so
whole
yeah, man,
Griselda, big up to
that's
them. You know what I mean? Big up to them out there in Buffalo, New York. And like I was saying, that's
yeah,
how we connect the dots because the pioneer of all of that is Rock Marciano. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that vein is where I'm coming from. So that's all you're
yeah,
gonna hear from me. People come to me like, "Yo, do you do trap?" I don't do trap. I do golden era. I do boom bap. When you want to hear that, you come to Kasan and Julah. You want that other stuff, you have to go to somebody else. Not hating on them, but I don't do that. So I
yeah,
do that brand of hip hop. Golden era, boom bap, underground, grimy. Yeah.
yeah. So Kasan, tell me, like, what do you think is the cause of like the people that are the plug? They never get the do you think they ever get the appreciation that they deserve? Like, for example, you mentioned Rock Marciano, and also like even backwards, like with DJ Cool Herc and Africa Bombada, and who else? Who else am I forgetting? Like Grandmaster Flash. Do you think
Oh,
they get the do you think as us as independent media, do we make enough effort to show them the appreciation?
yeah. You
Are
know what
we
it
are we
is?
documenting enough? Are we documenting enough on them?
Well, I don't think that's is they. I don't really see them being documented as much. But you got to understand,
Yeah,
you know, hip hop is just so fast and ever evolving. So sometimes it's
yeah,
not that we forgetting. It's just that we just evolving so much that I mean,
yeah,
sometimes we got to take a minute to stop and be like, yo, hold on a second. Let me big up like me. Like just now, you asking me, what made me
yeah,
start. I took a second to stop and remember how I got here. You know what I mean? Not a lot of
yeah,
people do that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I got to definitely a lot more can be done. And then you got see hip hop, right? Hip hop comes with a certain arrogance, which can be
yeah,
healthy because it's confidence, but at the same time, it's healthy arrogance and unhealthy arrogance. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, yeah,
unhealthy arrogance is like, yo, F them, like I hate to say it. I hate to even bring this up, but I gotta bring it up because it's relevant. Did you hear what just happened
yeah.
to um to Buckshot
Watch
from
out.
boot camp?
Yeah,
You saw he just got
yeah,
attacked.
yeah. I saw that one
Yeah.
as well.
So, first of all, prayers up for Buckshot. I'm wishing him a full speedy recovery. But I wasn't there, but I know the mentality of these youths. And I'm sure somebody might have said, yo, that's Buckshot, man. Chill. And I'm sure his response
Yeah,
was, I don't give a fuck about none of that. That's the
yeah,
mentality of the youth. So when you say
yeah,
pioneer, that's people that should be untouchable. Like even if you had beef with them, let it rock, man.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's like somebody beating up Run
yeah,
DMC, or you know what I mean? Like, yo, don't no, you know what I mean? Like there should be a certain hands off, like you know what I mean? So I'm saying all that to say we need to respect our elders. We need to give them their
yeah.
flowers while they're here,
True.
and even when they're not here, just remember where this came
Yeah,
from because without them, we wouldn't be here. You feel me?
yeah,
So to answer your
yeah,
question, do we do enough? I don't think we do enough. We
yeah,
could definitely do more. You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah. So what do you think is the disconnect? Because like Kasan, with rock music, right? Like there's you don't see a disconnection between the old and the young, and with
Right.
other genres of music, you don't see the disconnection. What could be the problem with us? Is it because maybe with hip hop we're still young, like we're the youngest, like we're one of the youngest of the genres. Could that be the cause of it? And maybe no one expected like to have a 50-year-old rapper or have a 60-year-old rapper. Could that be the cause of it?
Um, that question has been puzzling me and puzzling many for a while because hip
Yeah,
hop is the only genre of music that dates an artist to be like, yo, you 50, you 40, you 30, you shouldn't be
yeah,
rhyming. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah,
if you, good
yeah,
music
yeah,
is good music, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, good music is good music, like reggae. You know what I mean? But I do feel like
yeah,
with age, okay, I say this by saying this.
mm,
With your age, right, comes a certain
yeah,
responsibility because now you are elder of hip hop. So certain shit you shouldn't be doing and talking about at certain you should be you shouldn't be talking about yo I'm gonna pop a dude in his I'm gonna shoot him in his face at 50 years old. No, 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 no. You shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? Like a prime example of a stellar artist and an artist to look up to, which is one of my
yeah,
top three favorite artists of all time, is Black Thought. Black Thought is one of the
oof,
dopest artists in existence to me. And ball for ball, that dude is the best. And he spits
yeah,
intelligence. He is the
yeah,
example of
mm,
what a dude, what a rapper at his age, and in his season should be about. Like relentless with the bars, and don't have to talk no bullshit or no negativity to get your attention.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Because his bars is solid enough to get to engage you to be like, damn, you heard that? Oh, you know what I mean? He's incredible. You know what I mean? Him,
yeah,
Common, you know what I mean? Rakim. I just went to a Rakim concert earlier this year. First time I ever seen him live. Dope. I went to an AZ
mm,
concert for the first time. Dope. I went to the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I got to see all of my favorites. KRS, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh was there. Like all of my favorites was there, yo. So that's what we should be about. You know what I mean? There's a few that's our age that's not representing properly, but I ain't gonna put them under the bus. But I'm gonna say if you at this age in this season, you have a responsibility for the content that you put out because the youth is following you. You know what I mean?
yeah. True, true, true. So I mean, you mentioned very interesting people like Slick Rick and Keris One, because I
Yeah.
remember they were saying something about opening a union. I'm not sure if that actually even happened. So do you think that there should be a union for hip hop?
Oh, you mean like a union, like for like benefits to take care of them?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I mean that would be dope. That definitely would be dope. Something to help rappers because but at the same time,
Yeah.
I think that yes, there should be a union, but also there should be mm, some type of education.
Do-
Because it starts
Yeah.
with mismanagement of money. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Because if you put
Yes.
money aside properly, you'll be able to take care of your medical expenses. You'll be able to do this, but instead you spending it on frivolous shit that you ain't gonna get back. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You spending it on 15 cars, 30 cars, and chains, and this is this. Not to say you can't look nice because we kings by nature, but you should be more wise with your money. So because I don't know how this union is going to form or how they going to put it or who's going to pay for it, but I think before you do that, you should learn to be more wise with your funds and your finances, so that if you get into a jam, you ain't got to run to no what you call it. And then also in the beginning, a lot of artists, unfortunately, were mismanaged and were robbed. So they should be getting their
Yeah.
dues right now. Like people like Slick Rick should never be hungry. People like MC Shan should never have to worry about a dentist. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be already taken care of, especially if we still hearing your music and you're so influential. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where it started. But I understand that's not answering your question. But I'm just saying where it started. But I don't know about
Yeah.
how they're gonna do the union thing, but even if they don't do a
Yeah.
union, I think that wisdom should be foremost and managing your finances more wisely.
Word. But do you think producers get a fair share as well? In terms of um whatever is sold.
Well, that
And
depends on because now we're talking about the industry. So if we're talking about the industry,
yeah,
then we all know the
yeah,
industry is notorious for robbing both producer and artist alike. You know what I mean? Unless you
yeah,
smart with it, I mean, you'd have to ask somebody like Pete Rock or DJ Premier if they get their fair share. I'm sure some deals they did and some they didn't when it comes to the industry. But if you're talking, it depends
yeah.
who you ask. Industry. But if you talk to somebody like what's my man from New Orleans? Uh, um, 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 Master P. Master P
That's
was
the
the
piece.
prime example
Yeah,
of doing your own thing. Wu Tang. If
yeah,
you ask RZA, did he get his fair share?
yeah,
He gonna say hell yeah, because he did it the right way. I ain't gonna say the right way, but and I ain't gonna say he was lucky, but he was fortunate enough to be embraced because it's not it's not easy to capture lightning in a bottle. It's only a few of us that's able to do that. You know what I mean? To be able to say, put out a dope project and that's embraced worldwide, and you be able to reap the financial rewards from it, and go independent still. That's the thing, because you know what I mean. You already know how the streaming should go. Like quick case in point, I was kind of
yeah,
conflicted about should I do streaming for the EP with me and Jooks. If I stayed on Bandcamp, we would have made money, but I decided to just go
yeah,
mainstream, and you know that it went out, more people heard it, but I only, you know what I'm saying, you only get like 3 cents, 4 cents a stream. So and then people is lazy nowadays. They're doing the streaming, they don't want to
yeah,
buy. There's not no physical copies anymore. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I got like 28,000 views on one of the videos, like on Iron Blade, but my album on Bandcamp only sold like
yeah,
eight albums. How I'm gonna sell 8 albums, 25,000 joints? That means people are
yeah,
streaming and just wouldn't really just listen to it. They should buy to support the artist, man. For real, we work hard on this,
yeah.
and it's quality. And like I put out in a
True.
post the other day, I said y'all complaining about the current state of hip hop, but when real artists come out there and do something, y'all don't support it.
Yeah. True. But then how do we then have create then our own media? Because then I mean a lot of stuff that's placed on mainstream media, it seems like there's no balance anymore. Like
Well,
before,
what,
I mean, you could have a Keras one, and then you could have a Will Smith playing, like it's both sides, but now it's like there's no balance.
yeah, like a Nas, right. Well, like I said, some people just carry that, and then some people. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Hip hop
Yeah,
music, you know what I mean? It's an interesting thing because
yeah,
we love it, right? We love it,
yeah,
but you don't really start getting paid until the white people start loving it. Then when the white people start
true.
loving it, that's when you start getting the
Yeah,
money. That's the issue. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So I'm gonna keep
yeah,
continue doing it for the love, and whoever love it, just love it. You know what I mean? Because I got love all over the world. But then when the white people start loving it, it's funny because it does something to a lot of artists. It makes them feel like they got to cater to them, and then now they start making this pop shit, and then then the music gets watered down, and then it's no longer boom bap. It's no longer authentic. You know what I mean? So that's another issue. So you gotta ask yourself, what are you in here for? Of course, we want to get paid, but at the same time, you want to maintain your integrity. So that's one thing. I'm gonna always maintain my integrity with my shit. My shit always gonna be official boom bap, golden era for life. You know what I'm saying? That's all you're gonna hear from me ever. You know what I mean? But to answer your question, I think that we're going in that direction because people are realizing that the industry ain't gonna get us no money. I'm gonna have to shout out my son Jay Fox. He from Atlanta. He got signed. He's a signed artist. He got discovered by Offset, and he was signed to
yeah,
QC. So he was on the same label as Baby and all of them. This is my youngest son. All of my kids do
yeah,
music. All of them is gifted with the music. Bars. My daughter Kiara, she's a talented writer. You know what I mean? My son Kasan, he does his thing. But
Yeah.
guess what happened? He Jay Fox, he got signed, but the label didn't do anything for him. You know what I mean? You thought he was going to get paid. You get that one lump sum. So I think he got like 40,000 to sign on. You know what I mean? He spent 30 on it, 30,000 on it on a Hellcat, and then the 10,000. You know, you spend it on your boys. You go out, you have fun, gold chain, whatever. You know what I mean? And then your money is done because you expecting the label to take care of you, which they didn't. So you know what I mean? QC, you know what I mean? I ain't shitting on QC, but I'm just telling you the experience that I saw how they treated my son, and they didn't do him right. You know what I mean? They could have did better. So that's what happens with the labels. So the labels, yeah, you might get a quick 30 grand, but while we making cents on a dollar for streaming, but you know what I mean? We head in the right direction now with these band camps, with these distro kids, and all these independent platforms that we could maintain. But the key of it is the people got to support, man. The people got to support, man.
True.
You know what I mean? It's cool that you commenting on my joints and saying good job, dope track, fire emojis and all of that. But yo, buy a track, bro. It's $10, man. $9.99, bro. Go out there and support a good project, man. The shit is dope, and I'm not just telling you that. Obviously, it's dope because you reached out to me and was like, "Yo, Kasan, let's do it. Let's do a track together. Let's do an interview together." And I'm here, man. You know what I mean? Shout out Abu Valor too. That's another project that I got going on right now. They ain't rocking it right. I directed and filmed that video as well. Mr. We Live TV edited it. So that's another joint to look out for. But I had to do a shameless plug, man. My bad. Continue, bro. I didn't mean to cut you.
Yeah, but you gotta send me those links as well, man. So
for
we
sure.
can also post it on.
Appreciate that for sure. I'm gonna definitely do that.
I feel like maybe if a lot of hits, like like our friends and stuff, if they shared the music on their social media as well, I think it would create that thing of people seeing. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why is it such a challenge for our friends and our families to support us when it comes to music?
That's the funny thing, man. The friends and family, you know what I mean? It just be hard. I don't know what it is, man. And or they'll wait for you to blow up, then they want to share it. You know what I mean? Like after they see you, you know what I mean? And then sometimes that don't even help. Because I posted the other day, I'm like, yo, I'll give them like little hints. I'll be like, thank everybody for 28,000 views. By the way, Jux and the Julah EP is out. Support. You know what I mean? Sometimes you think that might give a push because they'll be like, oh, people is listening. Like, why are you waiting for other people? Let's just listen to it yourself and you see that it's a dope project and support it. You know what I mean? And then there's people like me. I support my peoples. Like there's people out there that I've supported that don't support me. You know what I mean? And like you said, it doesn't take no money to share. All you can do is share and be like, yo, put it out there and be like, yo, the album, support my homie. You know what I mean? It'd be too hard for some people sometimes, but I'm gonna keep doing what I do, bro. Hip hop, don't stop.
For sure. That's what's up. And so tell me, how was the listening session? Because I saw you guys did the listening session.
Oh, listening session. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I did the listening session at the very last minute. I just saw that they had the option. I basically created it the day before the release. So it wasn't a lot of people that was on at the time, because you know that sort of thing. You got to tell them like 2 weeks in advance and they get ready and whatever. So but I wasn't discouraged. It was cool. You know what I mean? It's definitely doing its numbers. I'm seeing that people is listening. As a matter of fact, I gotta tell people, if you look for it right now on all streaming platforms, you're not gonna find it. So I actually pulled it from all the stores today because one of the dopest songs on there, Iron Helmet, with PF cutting it up. They got the wrong version. They got the version without PF cutting. So I was like, no, it just didn't sit. It didn't sit well with me. And then secondly, the artist from overseas that did my cover spelt my name wrong. And I didn't like that either.
Oh,
So I pulled it for those two reasons. So now it'll be available within probably by tomorrow. It'll start being on iTunes and everything else back on. But now I have my proper cover, and then now Iron Blade has the official PF cut, because you gotta hear that version. The video is that version. I don't know if you got a chance to see the video for it. We did it in Brooklyn, but it's so much better with the cuts, bro. So you'll hear the right version now.
dope, dope. I can't wait to hear it. I mean, so are there any events that you guys that you and Chooks are gonna do?
Well, there's some talks right now. We talking right now. Right now we had an invite to do a tour in Italy.
Oh,
So big up to my man Extra Crew, HBC Extra Crew from out of Italy. They invited us to do a tour out there. Excuse me, which probably gonna be in a couple months if we do it. And then we also got an invite for Australia, because Jux did a show out there in Australia. I believe he was in Australia, Ukraine, and I think Czechoslovakia. He was in a couple of spots out there, and he did a few Jux and the Julah songs out there. He recorded it and sent it back to me, and it was phenomenal to hear the reaction of the crowd when they was playing my beats, and it was like, yo, it was going crazy. That just made me hype, even more hype. I was like, yo, we got to get overseas, yo, because
yeah,
because in all honesty, if you let media tell you, mainstream media dictate, you would think that underground hip hop is dead, but it's just not very present here in America. But overseas,
yeah,
bro, that shit is crazy. When I went to UK, you go to any club, all they play is official hip hop. You know what I mean? You don't hear that bullshit. They play official golden era shit at every club. So when I was over there, I was like, oh shit, okay, they know what time it is. So that
yeah.
and if hip hop wasn't worldwide, I know you're gonna laugh, but I'm saying it's not a very good example, but still a good example. They wouldn't have had breakdancing in the Olympics. So to have break, you must
True.
know that it's embraced worldwide.
That's a valid point.
Yeah, but you know, Shorty, what the fuck her name was? I forgot her name, but she fucked it all up for us. But you get what I'm saying. What the hell was her name? You remember the one that won, but she was a joke? She was from Australia.
Yeah. I saw that one. No, man. There's one.
They
There's
had
one. Was it not a Chinese or Japanese? I can't remember. That was breakdancing day.
Yeah, no, but the Australian chick that won, that they had all the memes about, but she was doing all the dumb shit. You know what I mean? And they were like, "Yo, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah,
How did you win?"
I saw that video. Yeah. I saw that.
So,
I was like, yeah.
so because of her,
But
they said they're not bringing back breakdancing to the Olympics no more because of that.
yeah,
But yeah, but you get my point. Hip hop is embraced worldwide. Otherwise, they wouldn't have had it in the Olympics.
true. It's interesting you say that, because even here at home, some of the dopest underground artists I know, they get so much love in the UK.
See,
So
exactly.
yeah, I think so. So that's one thing I envy about UK when it comes to hip hop. I wish South Africa could have something like that. Not to say we don't have it, but I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't know where I'm missing it. Like what is it that I have to do to get to that maybe hip hop gets to that level, or maybe I'm not seeing it that it's at that level, or
No,
maybe I'm
man,
just being too impatient.
you must not be seeing it because hip hop is
Yeah,
huge in South Africa. Yo, y'all be having these South because
yeah,
Empo puts me on. She puts me on. She's like, yo, we got a dope hip
yeah,
hop fest this month. Y'all be having hip hop fest. Y'all actually, you know what I mean? Like Africa in a whole, but there's certain places that I see hip hop is bigger than others in Africa, but South Africa is definitely on the map. You know what I mean? As one of the biggest hip hop. And when I hear y'all artists,
yeah,
I'm like, damn, y'all obviously got it going on because when I hear y'all artists, you know the difference. Because remember, I told you I'm coming from the Bronx, from the inception of it, Long Island, North Side. I've been around these artists, so I know what hip hop supposed to sound like. You know what I mean? And y'all
yeah,
got it over here. it exists in South Africa, no doubt about it. So that's really a reason why I want to go over there. I need to get over there, and I would love to experience it myself, man. So yeah, it's there, bro. It's there. Trust me.
Definitely, man. I mean, because I mean, I've been having conversations with Siseko, you know, and because I mean, yeah, it I think there needs to be more podcasts that are hip hop orientated, you know, that could help. I think that could help a lot with underground hip hop.
Yeah, either that or we just push yours more, bro. Because I know after today I'm gonna be pushing your joint more. You know what I mean? For real. I love what you're doing, man. Salute out to you. I love your
Yeah,
work. I love what you're doing because we need that, man. We need it to continue. And
yeah,
and and, and like I said, why one of the reasons why I agreed to do this is because I saw that you was a lover of underground, boom bap, golden era, real hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? Real hip hop.
sure.
And I don't apologize for saying real hip hop because some of that shit that I be hearing out
For,
there, I don't consider it hip hop. You know what
for real. Yeah,
I mean?
yeah. True. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But besides the Julah the project that you have now, is there any more projects we should look out for that are coming?
So, so what I was saying when I first started out, I started out as a reggae artist
Mm,
first. You know what I mean? So I
mm,
started as doing reggae first, and so when I started making beats, my main motivation was I wanted to flip reggae to hip hop. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I have a lot of those projects as well. So I have a song coming out with an artist from UK named Cyclonius. He's from the UK. Big up Cyclonius. We just finished recording a joint that we got together. He's gonna put it on his
yeah.
album. Super dope.
Okay.
So look out for Cyclonius. I got another dude from New York who I grew up with named Bear. Bear just recorded something. I just produced something from him. He said he's trying to get Rock Marcy on it, so they're in talks. So Rock is going to be on a joint. Um, I was trying to get Rock on a joint before he even blew up, but where I messed up at was I was like, man, he must be tired of all of these beats like that. So I tried to basically reinvent the wheels. I tried to send him different shit, and I was like, maybe try to get him on something different. There was a project I had. I was going to put MC Sha Rock and Rock Marcy
Yeah,
on it, produced by the
yeah,
Julah. And
yeah,
I don't think he was a fan of the different shit because he never responded back to that. And I sent him another one, and then I said, you know what? Let me go back. So now I'm ready. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? This is what you need because sometimes people just like that's their lane and they like to stick to it. They don't want to do nothing different. So I
true.
respect that too. So look out for Bear and Chills. Look out for Cyclonius. And then I have a project that I had put in the back burner that was called Kasan and Julah Presents Music for the People, Volume 1 and Volume 2, which had um, Silver G, Black Samus from South Africa. I had
Oh, yeah,
I had my dude Funky Notes. I had some dudes from Switzerland that was on it.
yeah, yeah,
And then I had some people from Jamaica. I had some people rhyming in Spanish. I had a dude from Japan. So I had my dude from Italy rhyming in Italian. So people was like, damn, I never heard nobody rapping in another language before. So I just wanted to just put that on a worldwide front that people love hip
yeah.
hop all over the world, and to have people rhyming in different languages was an honor for me. So you could look out for that as well. But a lot of people also is asking me to put out a Case on the Julah instrumental album, just beats. So I'm gonna be
Yep,
working on that soon as well. So yeah, look out, definitely look out for those, man.
definitely. Oh man, Kasan, man, I appreciate you so much, my brother. Thank you for letting me interview you. I'm
Thank
hoping
you.
with more projects that are coming, we'll definitely have more conversations.
Absolutely, man. It's been an honor and a pleasure, man, chopping it up with you, man. I'm all hip hop all day, every day, anytime. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'll send you those links for the
Yep.
for the boot camp joints that I did, and for the
Yep.
upcoming joints that I did, and for the Black Psalmist. I got some Black Psalmist joints that's dope that you need to hear as well. So definitely let your listeners peep that out. And yeah, man, check me out, man. Stay in tune for the next project coming up shortly.
Okay, yeah. Before you bounce, just let them know your social media handles so they can reach you. They can reach you out. Then.
Yes, sir. So it's Kasan the Julah, everything. So Kasan the Julah on Facebook, Kasan the Julah on Instagram, Kasan the Julah. You can look me up on YouTube, Bandcamp. Matter of fact, just put Kasan the Julah in Google, and you'll see a plethora of different things that I do, including my documentaries and everything else I got going on. Man, I appreciate the love, the support, and you know what I mean. And hopefully, I'll be around for. Speaking of earlier, what you said, I just turned 50, and I turned 50 in Africa, so that's a
Oh,
milestone for
happy
me.
birthday, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Happy
So
birthday. 50 more
hopefully,
years to.
exactly. That's what I'll say. Hopefully, another 50 more, man, of hip hop, and ain't no stopping it, man. Like, I'm gonna still rock out, and I'm gonna be here for as long as the universe allows me to be, brother.
Much love, Ochi. Keep pushing it, Ochi. We love what you're doing.
Thank you, brother. I
Always
appreciate
remember
it.
that.
Actual fact, man.
God
Shout out
bless you.
to the whole of Africa, South Africa, all that, man. And we'll link soon, brother. Peace, King.
Much love, Ochi.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Ah, guys. What an amazing interview. Kasan the Tutor. Guys, don't forget to check out the projects. Jackson the Tutor. You'll definitely see it on my platform as well. I've even left a link on my blog for his music. Guys, do check out the music, support the music, and I appreciate you guys for watching this. You know, shout out to everyone that's been supporting us. You know where to reach me, Hip Hop Nation TV on Instagram, Hip Hop Nation TV on Facebook, Cliptic on Instagram, and Cliptic on Facebook. Shout out, guys, for everyone supporting me. For those that want to support Hip Hop Nation TV, so it's PayPal, it's hopnation.tv at gmail.com. hopnation.tv at gmail.com. Support us, guys, so we can have more hip hop artists and more hip hop hits on the show, so we can grow hip hop for sure and make this global universal culture something that's great, financially, spiritually, intellectually, in all levels. Let's build ourselves, guys. Let's build our communities. Let's improve the lives of our families. So yeah, man. Much love. Yo, shout out the Clue. Shout out the Clue Trade. Thanks for watching, man. I hope you're good, bro. It was an honor having you, bro, on the show last week. Much love. Peace, guys. I'm out.